It's my sweet beginning.
Hello everyone, Jiv Game here. What is going on? And it's finally here. I want to do my first impressions on TitanFall. As you know, TitanFall was released Tuesday, and it's been almost a week or so. I want to give my first impressions on what I think about TitanFall. So you guys, if you haven't got the game yet, it'll give you an idea if you think you should get it. So let's get on with the video. Campaign. Alright, so starting off with the campaign. Now, the campaign in this game is a little different, of course, from any other campaigns games. It is a multiplayer-based campaign, which I was really disappointed from. When I found out that this game was going to be a multiplayer-only game and there would be no campaign to really explain why we're fighting and how these titans came to be, I was pretty disappointed. So anyway, the campaign kind of tells a little bit of a story. There's a cutscene in the beginning of every mission, and then it goes full on multiplayer like every other mission or multiplayer match that you would play. There are some explanations of why we're fighting and how the titans came to be, either in the main menu when you're waiting in a pre-game lobby, it'll have some talking, but between other players talking in game chat, it can be kind of hard to hear that. And then there are some sort of video logs that you can listen to in the top right of your screen while you're playing, which is horrible, because if you're in the middle of fighting, you're having all these titans, all these guns, all these noises, explosions going on. It's really hard to hear, and plus, who wants to hear about a boring story while you're fighting with titans? I'm kind of interested in the story. I think it would be cool to learn all about this, and I'm sure there is a website where you can learn about all this, but I think it should be explained in game. Gameplay. Before I get into anything, I want you to look at this sick parkouring, and it'll give you a hint of the movement in TitanFall and how fluent it really is. The movement in this game is so fluent. I'm really glad how it turned out. I was a little bit worried if it would be a chunky parkour system. It would be hard to get used to. If you, for first starters, you want to definitely try to unlock the enhanced parkour kit. It gets you a feel of how to really move around each map, and then once you think you have it down, you can take that away, get some better abilities, and head into the map and know your way around. Now getting on to the main topic, which is gameplay. So if you find yourself bored in the middle of a TitanFall match, it may be because you've been playing for countless hours, which that brings me to another topic which we will get into in a little bit. There is always something very intense happening in TitanFall. Take a look. Alright, now let's really get into it. I'm going to be listing pros and cons about everything in TitanFall, which will be the combat, the gameplay, the movement, the replayability. So let's get into it. Pro number one, the balance between pilots and titans. I'm not going to lie, I have gotten mad before and I'm running around the map as a pilot and a titan kills me. But I have to understand, and you should too if you're playing this game, these titans are these huge mechs with these giant guns. Just 2 bullets from a titan into a pilot, the pilot is instantly dead. Pro number 2, the maps. Now, I'm not saying each map is pitch perfect. I do believe some of them could have had a little bit of a different layout, but otherwise they are great. The main thing is the game comes with 15 maps. That is a lot of maps. Normally we only get around like 10 or 12, and just because there's a few extra, the maps are actually pretty good. Not to mention, you can get the season pass for only $25, which is a lot better than Call of Duty's usually being $50, and you will be getting some new maps to add on to that, but it is a good start for you. The first con is customization. You cannot customize your soldier no matter what. There is no customization for your soldier, which I really wanted to see. I mean, Call of Duty has it now. Come on, Titanfall. At least give us a little bit for some stuff, some camos. That brings me on to something else. The guns have no camos. I'm getting kind of, the colors are a little bit bland. I really wish I could have some cool camos to unlock. I understand there's a lot of other challenges, but come on, Respawn. Give us some cool customization. Now, for the guns, though, there's not that many guns. There are like 2 snipers, there's a carbine, there's a 3-round burst assault rifle, and they're pretty much all the same. Some have some better fire rate, but otherwise, they all kind of play the same. I really wish they would have added a lot more. Con number 2, leveling up. The first couple of levels, the first 20 or so, are pretty easy because you start unlocking all your first challenges, which gives you a crap load of XP, and it levels you up. After that, the challenges become really, really hard to unlock. Now, I like to go for challenges. I think without challenges, games would just be completely boring. Challenges test your skill, you can show off to friends, but it's the generating challenges that annoy me. Now, the generating in Titanfall is like the prestige system in Call of Duty and other games. So the first 2 prestiges only require you to get to level 50, and then you can generate. After that, you have to not only reach level 50, but complete certain challenges, otherwise you cannot generate. And boy, are some of these challenges super hard. One of them is you have to drop a Titan, which is when you call it in, it comes down from the sky, and kill 75 enemies with that. Not only that, they force you to use these guns that are complete crap, and they know it. But without some hard challenges, the game would get pretty boring. Con number 3, connection to the server. Now, we know that EA is having some trouble with servers, hence Broken Field 4, but this is unacceptable. It's a brand new game, everyone's hyped about it, and I have lost connection to a server, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 times already, and that number is growing. Check this out.
Bye! Have a beautiful time!
Now, this is the last con before we get on with the final verdict. Is it weird that you can aim down sight while on a Titan that is moving and jerking all over the place, yet when you hang on a wall, you can only hip fire? It's kind of ridiculous. It is finally time for the final verdict. Alright, so I will be doing on a scale of 1 to 10, and pretty much just giving you my last little opinion. Alright, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I give Titanfall a 7 out of 10, which is fair. Alright, so here's my opinion. I do not think Titanfall is worth $60. I say it could be worth $15 to $30. Alright, $30 at the most. For me, this feels like a free-to-play Steam game that, sort of like a Team Fortress or Blacklight Retribution deal, but it is a fun multiplayer experience. I do believe it'll get boring down the road in a couple of months, but hopefully the DLC should keep us wanting more. Alright, so that is it for my first impressions and / review of Titanfall. Go ahead and comment below what you thought, leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm out! I'm not out, actually, I just leaned back, but yeah, bye.
Yeah.